Hi, it's Carol Rose Atkinson. I'm going to call myself the transformational coach because I had a wonderful appointment with Joe Muirhead yesterday, and she's my business coach, and we go to friggin' deep places, you know, almost gut wrenching core stuff. The inner child in me, the little girl that went through hell as a child and horrific abuse, is now understanding some of the reasons why that happened to me so I can help others to transform their thinking. I am a hybrid. I am somebody with 10 years background in transformational training and with 24, 30 years background in 12-step recovery. And I am a clinician. I am a therapist. I do have that background, but I'm really a hybrid. And when I work with people, I work from that place of just being curious about their situation and looking at stepping back from the wall. I need to step back from the wall in order to know what the real story is, what they really are trying to do. Is it something that they really want to shift, or are they just telling themselves that? If they're ready to shift, we can shift in a minute. We can shift in a session. We can do whatever their real intentions are. If their insight and their intentions and their actions match up, there's nothing that you guys can't do. And that's what I've been working towards all these years. But it came to fruition last night because I've been wondering about who am I, what am I called to do, and I realized that the thread that's running through all of this, my hoarding, the bariatric, the eating, compulsive eating, the um, the 12-step recovery, me picking men that weren't healthy for me, drug addicts, alcoholics, me going to Al-Anon for years and understanding what my part in that was, my codependency issues, um, the integration work that I do. Uh, all of those things encompass the same thing. And it just came to me last night. It's the trauma that you experience manifests in so many ways. Sometimes you eat in order to protect yourself. Sometimes you do drugs and alcohol not in order to not feel. Sometimes, well, the immigration population, it's obvious they're going through trauma. They're scared to death right now because of the political climate. Whether you agree or don't agree isn't the point. Humans are suffering. I'm watching it, and I can't, in good conscience, stand back and not help them. So that is a calling for me. But I know now that it's really about, I was that little girl who was horrifically abused. And inside of all of us, in my way of thinking, we all have that inner child that is broken and hurting. And sometimes they do drug and alcohol, and sometimes they eat, and sometimes they, are hoarders. It manifests in whatever way it manifests. If I can help you guys to stand back and see how those things have benefited you, the drinking, the using, the drugs, the alcohol, the hoarding, the food, all of those things kept you stuck, and you needed to stay stuck for a purpose, because staying small, you decided that was protecting you. It's an illusion. It didn't protect you. It kept you from living out your life. So now I get it. I get it. I get that I have been learning all these things all these years so that I can make a difference in a profound way. And if I can do it, you can do it. The campaign and live your magnificent life. It's not flippant for me, because I really believe if I can do it, you can do it. I'm human, you're human. I'm not trying to be self-deprecating. I just think we're all on common ground. Nobody's better than one another. It's just whether we choose to step into that dream or we don't. And I am here to help you to do that. I met with a client yesterday and she wanted to talk about details. And I thought, those details aren't important. What's important is, why is that so important for you to stay stuck in those details? We call that process versus content as a therapist. I could call it something else as transformational training, and I could call it something else in the 12-step world. But there's something, a goodie that we get that supports that negative self-belief. And it's just one choice, one shift away, one thought away that you can be a new person. And without all of this education, insight into myself, I wouldn't be able to do this for you. And now it's kind of effortless. Hey, Sebastian, I so miss you. I love you. Sebastian left us and went back to France, and that was gut-wrenching. I ended up with a terrible blood sugar attack, like high sugar, which I don't ever go high. But I love Big, and I love Sebastian, and he's one of those people. Deborah is one of those people. Love her so much. And so that day was a big day for me, and my body took it in, because our bodies take in stuff, even from babies. And even though, he left and I was okay. Hi, honey. It's still, that day was hard. And I told him I couldn't go to the airport with him because I knew I was going to be a hindrance. And it turned out that blood sugar attack was pretty rough. Because when I love Big. But I understand now that transforming is what I'm called to do, whether it's using my transformational skills, whether it's using my 12-step skills, whether it's using my clinical skills. I love mentoring because it's transforming. And I know you guys are probably thinking, yeah, duh. I bet Deborah's thinking, duh. She'd probably write, duh. She gets that. I just now finally get it. I am the transformational coach. That's what I'm called to do. There's many transformational coaches out there. I've learned under some amazing ones like Dan Tacchini, Jean Anne Marie, Ann Swanson, Nathan, Nathan Neighbor, all of the family with the neighbors, Marla, all of these people that I've been involved with all these years, and now Mark Winkler and Joan Spear and Gary and all of those people I've been walking the path with. I've just kind of picked it up because I've always been ready just to show up and be available and watch transformation happen. But I am a clinician and I do have those skills, and I am somebody that's been in 12-step for a long time. And currently I'm visioning how that needs to shift, because at some point going to those meetings isn't enough. And I have the vision of what that is in my mind. You may not like it, but it's my vision. So, however you choose to like it, I have to say, watch out, world. My name is Carol. That's it. I'm Carol, and I am called to bring you to freedom if you want to go. If you don't, I will never judge that. That's fine. I remember not wanting that myself. But I want to do this in such a big way that everybody can live their magnificent life. I'm living mine. I'm friggin' living mine. I really couldn't ask for much more other than Joe Muirhead said, what is your biggest goal? And my biggest goal is to have a home by the water somewhere. I have everything else. I have family, I have friends. I am loved, and I love big. And as I said to my friend John Clark this morning, I thank him so much for being the calm presence he's been in my life, because that healed a piece of me that I didn't have a man that loved me. I didn't have a father. I didn't have somebody that just understood my value. And now I'm owning it. That I'm willing to go with you into those dark places. I'm willing to feel empathy for you and go deep, because I've been through deep stuff in my. I'm filled with joy and happiness, and um, these epiphanies have been going on and on for months now. And maybe at some point I'll tell you why some of that has been happening, but it's happening for now. I've been training all my life for this year. And then next year, I plan on taking it to the world. So, Sebastian, I'll be in France at some point, and I don't know where else I'm going to be, but I guess I'm going to get used to traveling long distances. I'm blessed with friends all over the world. My friend Kathy lives in Spain, and we'll see her this summer. She'll be at the house. I invite people into my life from all over the world. I've just always been kooky like that. And many people are like, wow, like you don't even know that person. That person is in your home. Is that foolish? No, Sebastian's there. And as far as I'm concerned, my home is his home. And also, Kathy, I'd never met her. They came from Spain, and she's from California, but her family's from Spain. And we have been connected as cousins ever since that first visit was, what, 10 years ago? I don't even know. Anyway, so now that I have this understanding, the next step is to, I guess, have that clear through my marketing, through my webpage. So my books, Recovering My Life, what the hell? I mean, no wonder I used that term, because I did recover my life. I lost that weight and had the energy to do what I'm doing. So those books will be coming out any minute. I mean, we're just waiting on some last little detail. And I did 50 videos through that process of losing weight, gut wrenching, raw. I was, afraid of the critics and what they were going to say. So I didn't know that raw, real piece of me that's willing to put myself out there is important. Because who's really, really willing to do that? All the life coaches, they're wonderful, but I'm willing to go to those dark places with you and grab your hand I'm going to extend my hand, because I will never force you to go with me, but you'll have a choice. So, wow. I want to just tag everybody on this, so many people that have helped me to understand who I am and where I'm going. And man, keep me humble. Don't ever let my ego be in this. This is not about me. It's a piece of me. If I didn't bring me, this wouldn't happen. But this is about how I can make a difference in the world. Just know while I'm doing that, more and more of me is healing all the time from the little girl that was told, it's a good thing that you are smart, by my mother, because I'm ugly. That's not what I see in the mirror. But I took that on for a long time. I believed that to be a truth, and it wasn't a truth. It was a lie. And it was trying to keep me from being who I'm supposed to be. So how's that for real? I thought I was ugly. I told myself in the mirror many times, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, until I believed it. I affirmed myself as an ugly woman, as an ugly girl, and then later on as an ugly woman. And then one day I went, that's not true. Why would I believe that? Do you have secrets? Do you tell yourself those things? I don't know. I'll bet you do, because human does. Human does. Anyway, have an amazing day. I hope you understand my heart with this. This is not fake. This is real. This is me willing to put myself out there. And critics, come on in. You know, you're going to always be there. You may not like what I have to say. You may not like me. I don't care. I don't need you to like me. I don't need anyone to like me. And that's my 12-step training. I'm really good with, some people like me, some people don't. That's fine. But I'm ready for the critics. I'm ready to help people transform. And I had to be able to stand up against the critics to get there. And I'm there. Right now, June 5th at 10:33 a.m., I'm here. So my call to action right now is go to caroladkiston.com, and you'll find a link to all those ways that I think trauma manifests in people's lives. And I will either get you to people that can help you. I have a whole team of staff that you can go to that I'm teaching my concepts to, as well as myself. I mean, I'm going to be teaching therapists, I hope, around the world, so they too can give this message of hope. And know this comes from the heart. I love you guys. I love big, and sorry, but when I love, it's real. Some people may think I'm a nut. That's okay. I am. I kind of am. So that's fine. Have a wonderful day. Let me know how I can help you.